So you know the ones when you're listening to a song that you really like and you're like, that's my tune.
That's my tune.
Hey, this is JJB and this is episode 11 of That's My Tune. And also like to wish you a happy new year. Hope you had a good holiday. Hope you had a good rest. And I hope you didn't miss me too much. But I'm excited because new episodes and new content just for you to listen to and enjoy. Today, I'm interviewing the Sweetnezz, who likes to bring out house music. We haven't done house music just yet, so here we are today. So I'm going to let her song Sunshine remix play, and then after that, you'll hear my interview with her, talking about her process on writing the song and a lot more. So stay tuned, enjoy the track, and I'll be back. So everyone, I'd like to introduce you to the artist known as the Sweetnezz. Give her a round of applause. Yeah!
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great.
Good. That's great to hear. It's lovely talking to you. Lovely talking to someone else.
Yeah.
During this time that we're going through.
Oh, trust me, it's been a trying time for everybody. I hear that.
It has indeed. It has indeed. Especially us creatives.
Oh yeah. Creators were really being affected by this whole pandemic. It's a lot.
It's mad.
Yeah. It's
but
a lot.
we move. We move.
Yeah. We have no choice.
We have no choice. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so the Sweetnezz. So I'd like to talk about your song Sunshine, the remix. I had to listen to it the other day and I was feeling the vibe of it. So I want to know what inspired you to write it, what was going on in your life at the time. Yeah, talk me through it.
So at the time, it's about a relationship that I was in. It's about the person that I was with at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was with a girl.
Okay.
So at the time I was with her and it was summertime and it was that, it was that fresh new relationship and it was that beginning part of the relationship where everything's new and you're both like can't get enough of each other. And every time I thought about her, I felt happy because obviously that's how she made me feel. And I wrote this song and basically it's just about that feeling of happiness and that glow that you get from being in that relationship when it's new and it's fun and you both are kind of addicted to seeing each other. So it's like that first happy honeymoon period of relationship. Basically that's kind of what it's about. You're my sunshine, you make me feel alive. That's kind of what inspired the lyrics.
Oh, that's really cute. Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, I'm really, so I see that you're into house music. Is that like your favorite genre?
Yeah, definitely. I think in terms of music, I love music, all types of music.
Yeah.
Music is my life. I grew up listening to music. I've grew up writing lyrics and making music. So, but house music, I think when I first discovered it, because I come from East London and I grew up on UK garage and that kind of vibe. So I kind of went from UK garage to house. So when I discovered house, it was kind of new to me and it's like a joyful sound. And like, I remember the first kind of raves that I went to and they started playing them house tunes and it was kind of funky house that I got introduced to first.
Oh,
and then moved on to like all the other types of house. I mean, now you definitely will find me, well, maybe not now, but back in the day, you definitely would have found me in a deep tech house rave, just on the dance floor, just enjoying the vibes and just spazzing out, dancing, doing any old dances. And it's one of those musics as well where there's no rules.
What garage tune got you into UK garage in the first place? What was that one song that made you think, okay, I need to get more into garage?
Oh my days, that's such a difficult question. I mean, there's so many favorites, but I think for me it was I'll bring you flowers in a pouring rain. When I heard that, I was like, and I think there's a few tracks that came out around the same time. Even like So Solid Crew made a few garage tracks, like Oh No, That's the Word. All of them tracks, Oxide and Neutrino, all of them type of people heavily influenced by them, like Lisa Mafia, like Trust Me. Miss Dynamite, Boo, in your way, all of that, you get me?
Hey, listen,
I want to go raving now.
I think for me, I think the garage, I think there were two that got me into UK, because before I was thinking, because before when it came out for me, I remember it was house and garage at the time. And I wasn't really feeling it, but the two tracks that got it for me was Sweet Like Chocolate and Rewind. Those were the two tunes that
I used to love Sweet Like Chocolate Boy. Sweet Like Chocolate Boy. That is a tune. the track. My sister bought that on tape.
Oh, is
That was
it?
the first tape she bought, and she had it, and we literally used to rinse it out. Imagine tape, we don't even have tapes no more. That's how you know it's old school.
I'm telling you, when you mention tape,
gosh.
that's when you know it's old school, fam.
Trust me.
In fact, I remember the first ever CD I bought was do you remember Wookiee Battle?
Yes.
That's the first CD I bought for myself. The first CD.
Trust me, I remember that jam because I think that was one of the tracks. I had a 16th Brave for my 16th birthday.
Oh,
Because it was all the fashion and everyone was having a rave for their birthday. And I think they played that track on repeat for like so long. And that there was just Mandem just on the mic, like just spitting for like half hour. And all the girls were like, can we have another song, please? Like, do you know them ones?
yeah.
That brings back memories. But yeah, in saying that, I think my first one would definitely be Flowers.
Okay.
And then I can't believe I forgot this, but when I heard Love Shy by Christine Blonde.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was my jam. I literally used to rinse that tune out.
Yeah.
On repeat. Yeah. I love, and also it kind of opened the people like Christine Blonde, what's her name? Shola Ama, Kelly LaRock, them type of women kind of made me see that, it's okay. Women can sing on garage, because back in the day you don't really hear guys rapping on it and spitting on it. Yeah. And you rarely heard like a female vocal, but when these women started coming through, I was like, yo, I can do this. So it definitely opened doors for us in major ways.
That's dope. So how long have you been singing for? What got you into singing?
I would say to me quite a long time. I usually say roughly 15 years, but I'm getting on now. I'm 34, and I started when I was around 18. I think I recorded my first track when I was 18, and I think I've always sang from a very, very, very young age, but I never thought about taking it seriously and doing it as a profession. When I was a teenager, when I was younger, I was like, I'm half Nigerian, and my dad was always like, keep your head in your books and make sure you have a job and something to fall back on. So so at first he didn't really see it as something that was a foundation and a profession that you could rely on, but I stuck at it, and I've tried other jobs. I went to uni, I've tried doing other things, but I weren't passionate about them. This is my passion, and this is what I want to do, so that's why I've stuck to it.
I hear that. So earlier on you mentioned about what's going on globally, like the pandemic and so on. So how are you coping during this time as a creative, as an artist?
It is hard, don't get me wrong. It has been really difficult. And also because before the pandemic, before this year, I was self-employed for a year, working as a singer, and then beginning of the year I was trying to get back into employment, because unfortunately for me it didn't work out that great, and I needed to increase my income. So then the pandemic hit, and it's been a struggle trying to find employment, because I used to work in bars and pubs, and it's not something that you can so easily go back into now, because of all the restrictions. So what I've been doing is just trying to basically keep myself grounded in terms of writing, focusing on my creativity in that way. I've been doing a lot of lives and stuff like that, and just interacting with other people online, and I've had a few collaborations happen during the lockdown. Like I connected with this guy through Facebook. He found me on Facebook, funnily enough, and he's a rapper from Indianapolis. And he hit me up and he was like, I love your vocal, I really want to work with you. So he'd literally written the chorus for me for the track, and it's a refix of a Shaka Khan and Rufus song. Our version's called Long Way from Hollywood, and it's nice because it's a US to UK link up, and that's out now, so you can stream that everywhere. It's a little bit different because obviously it's more of an R&B hip hop type for me, whereas people might be more used to hearing me on the house. But as I said, I'm a very versatile artist and vocalist, so I'm always open to trying new things. That's basically what I've been up to, and at the moment I'm literally working on a new collaboration with another house producer, and that's due to hit your digital stores very soon. So I've just been trying to keep myself active. That's it.
That is amazing. Wow. So you said your dad's Nigerian, so where's your mum from?
My mum's Irish. I'm half Irish, half Nigerian.
Wow. So
thank you. Nice little eclectic mix.
So do you listen to Nigerian music? Do you listen to Irish music?
100%. 100%. I mean, literally grew up listening to the likes of Fela.
Nice.
Ebenezer. I can't remember
Yeah.
his last name. There's another
Okay.
Nigerian artist that my dad used to love. It's called Ebenezer. It's got one track that literally, when I hear it, it reminds me of my dad. But yeah, my
Aw.
dad was one of those people. He loved music as well. So I grew up listening to like Nigerian artists, and then he switched up to Bob Marley. You know,
Okay.
we'd be listening to the Four Tops and, you know, the Temptations and just all of that. It's just a very, very nice, meaty mixture of good music that I've been reared on. So yeah, I
That's
have him to
dope.
thank for that.
That's dope. So, are you into Riverdance as well? I know that might be a typical question.
Oh no, I mean, I did grow up having watched Riverdance,
Yeah.
and yeah, I have to give it to Michael Flatley. No one,
He's amazing.
there's no one yet to do it like him. So yeah,
Mm.
I do rate Michael, and
He's
so does my mum.
amazing. He's
I mean,
amazing.
I didn't really get into Irish dancing as a child when I was growing
Right.
up, because I've always been more musically inclined, more singing.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I first started writing, it was poetry that I started writing to express my feelings.
Oh,
That's how I kind of,
poetry.
yeah. And then someone was like, "You can sing. Why don't you make your poems into songs?" And I was like, "Oh my god, that's a good
Mm.
idea." And then it kind of grew from there. But I've never really been into dance and stuff like that. I mean, I can dance. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my sister was the more athletic one of the family, and she did a little bit of Irish dancing when we were growing up. So yeah, I went to a
Okay.
few of those tournaments when I was younger.
So, what got you into writing poetry?
I think, I mean, I've always been a very creative and expressive person.
Mhm.
And I think when I was younger, I was very shy and not
Aw.
very sure of myself and
Yeah.
my identity. And I used to get bullied a lot. So I think,
Yeah.
you know, for me to express that and to get my feelings out and to sort of make myself feel better, I'd just write it down on paper. And
Mm.
yeah, that's kind of how it started. And once I started, I couldn't stop. So I've literally got books full of poems that I wrote when I was like 15, still in my bedroom. Because you can't throw that stuff away. It's
Oh,
part of
definitely
you,
not.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it shows growth. And it's interesting sometimes to look back and read something that you wrote when you were like 12 and think, "Oh my god, I thought I knew everything then," and you're like, I didn't have a clue.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. You must cringe sometimes and be like, "Did I actually write this?"
Right, that, yeah, it happens all the time. It's good though, because you can look at it and think, well, you know, I'm not that person anymore. It's amazing
Yeah.
how I've grown.
Yeah, I heard that. So, how long have you been releasing music like professionally?
I would say probably about maybe 10 odd years, because my
Wow.
first EP that I released,
Yeah.
it was a free download, but
Okay.
it was through SoundCloud, and that was the first one that I put out there. It took
Yeah.
quite a long time to get finished.
Mhm.
So I think the first track that I wrote and recorded for it, I did when I was 18, and it just sat there for years because
Right.
I didn't know much about music. I didn't know how to go about it,
Mhm.
and then started, you know, working with the likes of Morpheus,
Yeah.
and then my producer at the moment, I work with King Droopy First in Command,
Okay.
and they are sort of, you know, I have a lot to thank them for, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have known where to begin. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So that was called The Future is Sweet, and it's still available for free download on my SoundCloud if anybody
Okay.
wants to go and check it out. And then more recently,
Yeah.
my most recent EP, The Future's House, which
Yeah.
dropped, I think I had to basically re-release that. So yeah, I've been doing it professionally, I would say, for about 10 years,
Okay. Oh,
maybe
cool.
longer, but it's like on and off as well, because you know how it is.
Yeah. So, where can people find you on socials if they want to
Well,
connect?
for me, I'm basically for me, I'm on Instagram and Twitter.
Right.
So if you type for Instagram, it's the Sweetnezz official.
Yeah.
So DASWEETNEZZ. Twitter, it's just the Sweetnezz.
Okay.
And then if you go on either of those socials, the link in my bio would basically send you everywhere else. I've got
Okay.
my links to all my music through that link.
Yeah.
There's a link to vote for me because I've been nominated for Best Female Artist in the
Oh, cool.
Legacy Nation Entertainment Awards. So yeah,
Nice.
please vote for me, people. So yeah, there's everything through the link in my bio. So yeah, just go directly to Instagram or Twitter, and then you can find everything else on there. Or just type in the Sweetnezz on Google and I'll come up.
Okay.
I've got YouTube as well. So yeah, just search
Okay.
for Sweetnezz.
Oh, great. Well, it's been great speaking with you.
It's been amazing. Thank you so much for having me, man. I love your energy.
Oh, thank you so much. You have a good day, yeah?
You too, darling. Take care.
All right, then. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
And that was the Sweetnezz. Thank you so much for such a lovely interview. And you know what? I feel I might drop a bonus episode later on in the week because I feel very inspired by our conversation regarding UK Garage, which I'm very, very passionate about. So look out for that. You might just find a little something from me. But until then, as usual, you can follow me on Twitter, Ms. Jojo B, MZJOJOB, and follow That's My Tune in the following ways. That's My Tune Pod on Twitter, That's My Tune Podcast on Instagram, and if you'd like to email, That's My Tune Podcast at gmail.com. So enjoy this episode and catch up on the ones beforehand if you haven't already. Spread the word about this. Subscribe, follow, you know the rules. You know everything. You know how it goes. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll be back soon. Bye.